morning students, welcome to Adarsh Vidyalaya online classes. Today we are going to see unit number 16, plant and animal hormones. Already we completed plant hormones. 5 types of plant hormones we completed: auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins, abscisic acid, then ethylene. 5 plant hormones we completed. Next, plant animal hormones. Just introduction we have seen last class, that is human endocrine glands. Human endocrine glands, it is also important in our body to maintain the functions. Human endocrine glands having 2 systems: endocrine gland system and exocrine gland system. Endocrine gland system not having duct, there is no tube to carry their secretions, that is endocrine gland or ductless gland. Exocrine gland, they have duct to carry their secretions. And human endocrine glands having different types of endocrine glands. There are 7 types of endocrine glands we have seen. And human endocrine glands which secrete that hormones. What is mean by hormones? Who discovered that hormones? What is the functions of hormones? And different types of endocrine glands we have seen. In human endocrine glands having 7 types of endocrine glands. There are: first one, pituitary gland; second one is thyroid gland; third one is parathyroid gland; fourth one is thymus gland; fifth one is pancreas gland; sixth one is adrenal gland; seventh one is gonads or reproductive glands. Up to these 7 glands we studied in last class. Once again I will repeat these 7 glands. These 7 glands, where it is located, that also we have seen. Pituitary glands located in the brain; thyroid gland located in the neck regions; parathyroid gland, it is located at the back of the thyroid gland; then thymus gland, it is located in the chest regions, that is the back side of the heart; then pancreas, it is located between the stomach and the intestines; adrenal gland, it is located at the top of the 2 kidneys; then gonads, it is present in reproductive organs. These 7 glands we have seen. Out of these 7 glands, first going to see first gland, pituitary gland or master gland or hypophysis. Pituitary gland or master gland or hypophysis, all are same. This pituitary gland, why we are telling master gland? Because this pituitary gland which control other 6 endocrine glands like thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, pancreas, adrenal and gland. These 6 glands which controlled by pituitary gland. That is why this pituitary gland is also known as master gland. First we can see pituitary gland. This is the pituitary gland structure, shape of the pituitary gland. It looks somewhat, it is a P-shaped, like small and oval shape. This is a pituitary gland, P-shaped structure. This pituitary gland mainly it is located at the base of the midbrain, and attached to the thalamus. What is mean by thalamus? We have seen in previous class. Thalamus, it is cerebral, it is present in the cerebral medulla or center of the brain, that is thalamus. Thalamus, what is main function of thalamus? Which act as relay sender. What is mean by relay sender? It is responsible for sensory and motor signaling. It is responsible for sensory and motor signaling. Then this pituitary gland, it attached with the thalamus by pituitary stalk. This is a pituitary stalk. With this pituitary stalk only attached to the hypothalamus. This pituitary gland, it is a major gland of most of the vertebrates. What is mean by vertebrates? that vertebrates having presence of backbone, that is vertebrate. In majority of the animals which is having vertebrate, that backbones, in that animals having major gland, that is called pituitary gland. This pituitary gland mainly which control and coordinate other endocrine glands, all other endocrine glands. That is why pituitary gland, it is also known as master gland, master, superior, which control other endocrine glands. Pituitary gland which contains two lobes. Pituitary gland, this which contains two lobes. This is pituitary gland having two lobes. First lobes, second lobe. That first lobes which is there in the upper regions of the pituitary gland, that is anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. This one anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. Second region posterior lobe, below the anterior lobe, posterior lobe or neurohypophysis. Pituitary glands, it contains two lobes. One is anterior lobe or adenohypophysis, another one is posterior lobe or neurohypophysis. First we can see anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. This is anterior lobe. This is anterior lobe, first region of pituitary gland, that is anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. This is anterior lobe, this one is anterior lobe or adenohypophysis. This anterior lobe, adenohypophysis, having different types of cells, like that, different types of cells, different types of cells. These different types of cells which secrete different types of hormones. These different types of cells which secrete different types of hormones. These hormones which control several endocrine glands, means many other endocrine glands, that is adenohypophysis. This adenohypophysis mainly which secretes 5 hormones, 5 different types of hormone which secretes. First we can see growth hormones. Growth meaning is a growth, increasing body height, maybe bone development and muscle development. These all are due to growth hormones or GH. GH means growth hormones, not government hospital. It is GH means growth hormones which stimulate our body growth, bone, especially bone and muscles, skeletal systems. That is first hormones, growth hormones. Second one, thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH. TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. This thyroid stimulating hormone which stimulate the thyroid gland to secrete thyroxine, because this thyroid gland which secrete thyroxine hormone, that thyroid gland stimulated by these thyroid stimulating hormones which regulate the thyroid gland functions. Thyroid gland, where it is located? Located in the neck regions, attached to the windpipe. Next one is ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. ACTH. ACTH means adrenocorticotropic hormone. Adreno means adrenal gland. Cortico, cortex region. Adrenal gland, in that cortex region which secrete, which regulate that hormones, that is adrenal gland regulated by this ACTH hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone. That means adrenal gland, the functions which maintained by ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormones. Next one, gonadotropic hormones. Gonadotropic hormone or GTH. GTH, trophic hormone. GT. Gonoro means reproductive organs and the reproductive organs. There are two types of hormones in reproductive organs. There are two different types of hormones which secrete from reproductive organs. First one is follicle stimulating hormone, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone. Second one is luteinizing hormone, LH, luteinizing hormones. These both hormones which regulate the reproductive functions. And last one, fifth hormones, prolactin or PRL, are lactogenic hormones. Lactogenic hormone. Lacto means milk. Lactogenic, producing, secreting of hormones. Then lactogenic means which secrete milk after childbirth. After childbirth, this hormone which stimulate the milk secretions, that is prolactins. Then anterior lobe which secrete 5 different types of hormones. Once again I will repeat. First one is GH, growth hormones. Second one is TSH, thyroid stimulating hormones. Fourth one is ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone. Fourth one is gonadotropic hormone. Fifth one is prolactins. Then GH, growth hormones. Then TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormones. Then gonadotropic hormones. Then fifth one is prolactin or lactogenic hormones. These 5 hormones which secrete from anterior lobe of pituitary glands. In that posterior lobe of pituitary gland which secrete only 2 different types of hormones. One is vasopressin or ADH, antidiuretic hormone. ADH or antidiuretic hormone. This which maintain the or which reabsorption of water from the kidney, that is vasopressin or antidiuretic hormones. Then oxytocin, this which helps to contraction of uterus during childbirth, that is oxytocins. These 2 hormones which secrete from posterior lobe. Now we are going to see the anterior lobe. First hormone, growth hormones. What are the growth hormones functions? What the deficiency which causes or excess of growth hormone which causes diseases, that details we can see one by one. Okay. In that pituitary glands, already we have seen that pituitary gland having 2 lobes, anterior lobe and posterior lobe. Anterior lobes, it secrete 5 different types of hormones. First one is GH, growth hormone. Second one is thyroid stimulating hormone, TSH. Third one is ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormones. Fourth one is GTH, gonadotropic hormone. Fifth one is prolactin. This first GH, growth hormones, we are going to see now. First one, GH, growth hormones. The growth hormones mainly which helps to enlarge the cells, that the cell size it will be increased. When the cell size it will be increased, and naturally the height, muscles, the skeletal system, everything it will increase. That is enlargement of cells, which helps to enlarge these cells. Second point, which helps to growth of muscle tissues. The muscle tissues will be enlarged, and cartilage, it is also bones, longest bone, kuruthelumbu அப்படினு சொல்லுவோம், that is cartilage, and other bones. These all the growth and development take place due to this growth hormone. Improper secretion of growth hormones which cause diseases. Improper means maybe secretion may be more, that is hyper secretion, over secretion or excess secretion, that is all same, or low secretion, under secretion or hyposecretions, less secretions. This both may cause some diseases. Okay, improper secretion of that growth hormone which causes three types of diseases. One is dwarfism. Second one is gigantism. Third one is acromegaly. Improper secretion of growth hormone which causes three types of diseases: dwarfism and gigantism, acromegaly. This dwarfism and gigantism which affect in the children, acromegaly which affect on adult. This both it is due to, this is hyposecretion, this is hypersecretion, this also it is hypersecretion which causes this disease. This one hyposecretion, this one is hypersecretion, this is also hypersecretion of growth hormone. Hyposecretion of growth hormone causes dwarfism, hypersecretion of growth hormone which causes gigantism, and hypersecretion of growth hormone which causes acromegaly. This which affect in the children, this also which affect in the children, this it affects on adult. Now we are going to see about dwarfism. Now we are going to see about first disease of growth hormones, that is dwarfism. Dwarfism mainly which causes due to hyposecretion. Hypo means less. Less secretion of growth hormone which causes dwarfism. Low secretion or under secretions. Mainly this dwarfism which affect the child, and they looks very short growth or stunted growth. Growth will stop. Short growth or stunted growth. These dwarfism peoples mainly they are mental disabilities. Mental disability, not developed, mind fully not developed, underdeveloped, because growth hormone is very less, under secretion. Then mental disabilities. Thinking power it won't be there. Mind it will not be in stable. That is mental disabilities. Then these dwarfisms, these children's, they are undeveloped muscles and skeletal system. Undeveloped muscles not well developed, and skeletal system also not well developed, very weak in that skeletal system. These are the some of the symptoms of dwarfisms. Mental disabilities, undeveloped muscles and skeletal system, and their growth it will be stunted growth or short growth. Then next one is gigantism. This one it is due to hypersecretion of growth hormone. Hyper means excess, more secretion, over secretions, high secretion, that is called hypersecretion. This gigantism which causes due to hypersecretion of growth hormones, this which affect the children's, and mostly these people they will be on overgrowth. Overgrowth means not in normal growth, extraordinary growth. Maybe that age may be very less, but they looks like 6 years old child, they looks like 15 years old child. That is like overgrowth. Overgrowth of all body tissues and organs, especially muscles and skeletal systems. Then abnormal increase in height. As I said, their age may be 6 or 7 years old, but they looks like 15 or 16 years old. That is abnormal increase of height because of excess secretion. The hormone over secretion which helps to increase the height more than normal height. That is gigantism. இந்த ஹார்மோன் அதிகம் சுரக்கிறதுனால இவங்க ஹைட் வந்து என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா நார்மல் ஹைட்டை விட அதிகமாக ஹைட் வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகும். அதுக்கு தான் இந்த ஜைஜாண்டிசம் அப்படிங்கிறது பேர். டுவார்பிசம் அப்படின்னா குள்ளத்தன்மை அப்படின்னு பேர். அந்த ஹார்மோன்ஸு க்ரோத் ஹார்மோன்ஸு கம்மியாக இருந்தது அப்படின்னா அவங்க வந்து ரொம்ப குள்ளமாக இருப்பாங்க. நீங்கள் படத்துலலாம் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. அவங்க ஏஜ்டாக இருப்பாங்க. பட் தோ தட் பீப்புள்ஸ் ஆர் quite 15 years but they looks like 6 years old. அப்படியே ஆப்போசிட்டில் இருப்பாங்க. உள்கா குள்ளத்தனமையாக இருக்கும். அதான் டுவார்பிசம் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறோம். நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் இஸ் தேர்ட் டிசீஸ் அக்ரோமெகாலிஸ். அக்ரோமெகாலி மீன்ஸ் they looks like ugly. It is due to hyper secretion of growth hormone. growth hormone அதிகமாக சுரந்தா இந்த அக்ரோமெகாலி அப்படிங்கிற டிசீஸ் உண்டாகும். ஹைப்பர்னா ஏற்கனவே சொல்லியிருக்கேன், எக்ஸஸ் ஓவர் செக்ரேஷன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு பேர். திஸ் விச் அஃபெக்ட் தி அடல்ட் பட் those who are in more than 19 years old they become adult, mainly which affect on adult. These people they looks like overgrowth due to abnormal growth. Abnormal growth means that height will be more and facial appearance, that hands, arms, everything it is more than normal will be there. It is enlargement of head size it will be more than normal, not in normal, and face also it looks like a bulging face, and hand also more than normal height, and feet also same more than normal height. These are acromegalies due to over secretion, hyper secretion of growth hormone. I mean that growth hormones, it is very important that improper secretion of growth hormone which causes 3 diseases. One is dwarfism, second one is gigantism, third one is acromegalies. Thank you, student. Remaining 4 growth hormones we can see next class.